Welcome back to Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Remember, you can be part of the program on Twitter. You can talk to us, channels_sports, Facebook channels-sports. You can also send an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. We're just listening to Super Eagles Tech Advisor Gernot Raw. And it was very clear, Joseph. It says the next step now is to see other players, because we still have some fantastic players in that team that hasn't been given the chance to play. Ogene Tebo, John Ogu, you know, even it's good to see Dele Alampasu even in goal, Dele Ajiboye, you know. So yeah, that's it. It says it's the next step. So against Algeria, that's what he wants to do.
You know, it's very clear. It's official. World Cup preparation has commenced, and what better game to start than Algeria? I mean, it still has some form of meaning. It will reflect in terms of points. So really, it could be likened to a friendly match. You know, but yeah, we had 14 players all through the qualifier. It was really tough to an extent. So you needed to be very sure. That was why I used 14 players. There's no time to experiment. You know, you can't experiment when you're you know, against Cameroon.
You football fans would agree on, you know, but why you experiment with that World Cup ticket?
Of course, nobody wants to do that. Even against South Africa, he did it. I mean, so many players, quite frankly, paid dearly for their position. You know, secure their position on the bench by virtue of the way they performed that day. So he just felt, what he did was now brought back the real team, and all through he saw them. So it's an opportunity for him to try out the tables of this world. Couldn't get much in terms of looking. The Joy Ogu, you can sit, Axel Ogenyon has to sit on the bench now confidently and try Ogu. We've seen Mikel Agu doesn't really, you know, cut it as such.
Who is actually on, but who is getting better now? When you play for your country, rubs off. Just this weekend, scored a goal and provided an assist for both.
I know, definitely, you know, but also other players, Tyrone Ebuehi, opportunity to cap him.
Chidozie Awaziem.
We've seen enough. Chidozie Awaziem, I'm not a fan. I mean, the last time out against South Africa, it was not good. You know, but it's time to try Uchiabo, who's been quite consistent with Standard Liège. You know, and try a new goalkeeper. Everyone has tried. He has shown us what he can do. Maybe bring in Alampasu. You know, see difference. You know, he's not been getting games, and then maybe Ajiboye as well. You know, could come in as a sub. So there's a lot to try. I mean, there's a lot to try.
That's right. And in terms of trying, also, he took it further and said we need to play quality friendly games. He broke it down that let's play South American team. There's a possibility we'll meet you know, them at the World Cup. It's a play European team also, and that right there just gave the NFF a sneak peek into what they should be doing when looking for
there are various blocks. Of course, there are various blocks. We've had stories of England, you know, you would always hear these are things that we do. But one thing is clear, we'll meet a team from Europe. We'll meet a South American team. Even an Asian team. We could play a friendly match with Korea. They are in the World Cup. Japan as well. Even Saudi Arabia to an extent. So we should just have those blocks in mind. The possibility of us playing, you know, friendlies with them. Look at the FIFA window and then begin to position friendly games after the draws, which come up on December 1st in Kremlin. So they are very much on course. I just hope that they would rest, as he said they want to try new players. I just hope that those that will be given the opportunity to play will seize it. Because they're not going to have too many. You know, if Ogu is given an opportunity to play,
and he doesn't take it.
If he doesn't take it,
that's it. Because I mean, 8 months is still a long time from now, and somebody might just get into a super duper form, and everybody, including you and football fans, will start saying, let's see this person, bring this person. And that's what I also asked Gernot Raw. I said, these players that have qualified Nigeria for the World Cup, what will happen to them? Will we take the bulk of the team to the World Cup? He answered again.
It will be difficult to have exactly the same team, because a team is always changing. You can have some problems, some injuries, some players who are not fit or who don't play in the club. So we must be very, very aware about what is happening in the clubs. We will follow what they do in the clubs. They have a lot of games to play, especially in Europe, in winter time, and I hope that there will not be injuries and everybody will be fit. That the choice for me will be very difficult. We need in 1 or 2 positions perhaps better players, so we are searching for that. We are monitoring a lot of games, and we are trying to find a better team. But the players who brought us to the World Cup, I don't forget them.
So that you could take that. I mean, it sounded like a father there. You know? But a bit diplomatic too.
Yeah,
but yes, the players are qualified. You don't forget them. But he mentioned those players must be fit. Those players must be playing regularly for their clubs. Then they will be monitoring. He stressed it a lot.
Form is key.
That's
you
right.
know, because I mean, when you are going to the World Cup, you are going to face the best. You don't want to take a player to the World Cup who is match rusty. If you've spent a lot of time on the bench, as I suspect the likes of Ahmed Musa, there is need for him to effect a change. We know that he's a great player, but if he doesn't get to play, it will affect his form. And if he plays against top teams and with a rusty, form, it's definitely going to have a telling effect on our performance. So players know that they need for them to make the World Cup squad, they have to be relevant in their club games. Even when they don't play regularly, at least they should be showing up, not totally absent or not even making the bench in some instance. So it's important that these players keep fit. If you are injured, there's no way you can make it to the World Cup. So we need to have standby players who can step in the event of an injury. You know, when it's getting to the end of the European season, maybe by March or April, you start seeing no manner of injuries.
Yeah.
It's like this one being ruled out of the World Cup.
And sometimes out of anxiety, these players want to impress because they know the countries are watching.
So these things happen, and I don't think this World Cup will be an exception. But it's important to have a plan B in the event that, God forbid, a Mikel, gets injured. You need to have somebody that will step in and perform well, and make sure that the person is playing regularly. So there's a lot of vacancy already. We've heard that lobbying is going on. Some players
I don't know about that, but I know players will come up now. Players will just come up, and whether or not football fans like it, one name
that has always been the case.
We'll just
and Menalo, and Uchegbu, and Babatunde Michael will show up from nowhere, and you'll be wondering where exactly is it from. Because if you look at it, apart from about 14 to 15 players, other positions are really up for the grabs, and that is where the upset names will come from, So I do believe that, the players need to play regularly for their teams.
We went to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
Michael Babatunde plays for second division team in Qatar.
He comes to the World Cup, that's it. So you heard from Kenan Raw. The Super Eagles needs to say a lot of things to impress at the World Cup. Where I say, hey, we will not abandon